word. Just declare it's yours. You want it, you can have it. It is yours. It is yours. It is yours. Blessings again to you on tonight. Amen. Tell your neighbor, I'm glad you're sitting beside me. Amen. Give him a little hug, give him a little high five, give him a little something. Glad you're sitting beside me. Amen. Amen. Going to John tonight, the 11th chapter. I'm going to read quite a few verses, from 38 to 43. And then John 12, 1 to 2. To all of our guests, visitors, thank you so much for joining us on tonight. Amen. Blessings to you. Blessings, blessings. Say as you're getting positioned, this year I shall live. I shall live. This year I shall live. Are you ready? The word of the Lord, John 11, 38 through 44. And it says, and Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. Take away the stone, he said. But Lord said, Martha, the sister of the dead man, by this time there is a bad odor. He stank. For he has been there 4 days. Leave your boy alone. Then Jesus said, did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God? So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me. When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. The dead man came to his hand and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, take off the grave clothes and let him go. And John 12, 1 through 2 reads, 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, where Lazarus lived, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. Here a dinner was given in Jesus' honor. Martha served while Lazarus was among those reclining at the table with him. Father, thank you for your word, for your word is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. Father, thank you that we've made it thus far. Father, we're smart enough to know we didn't do it on our own.
That's right, that's right.
But it's because of you. If it had not been for you on our side, we don't know where we would be, but thank you that you're on our side. And Father, we stand with great expectation about what is to come. Thank you that we know, maybe not know everything that's ahead of us, but we know some good stuff's ahead because you're a good God.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So, Father, as we continue to walk the kingdom path, the destiny path, do what you do.
Please, Lord. Please.
And that's just me, God.
Yes, Father.
Now give us ears to hear tonight.
Yes.
Father, that we may be thrust into our next. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. There is a word that we find amazing. And I say we, but maybe it's just me. But there's a word that touches me, and that word is recovery. Okay. I want to deal with that word because it will help me with our theme on tonight, which is simply lose him and let him live. Lose him and let him live. Recovery is an interesting word because oftentimes it's attached to challenging situation. People will go into the hospital, and what thrills us is when we hear that they are in recovery. Yeah. People go through challenging situations in relationships and financial difficulties and some ups and downs in life. And when we hear that they are recovering, we like that. Doesn't mean that it's all the way complete yet, but we love that they're moving in the right direction. Yeah. We love that they are bouncing back. The reason we love to hear people's comeback, or that they're bouncing back, or that they are recovering, because we don't want to be in a position to where we cannot recover. Come on. We want to know that there is evidence and there is proof that whatever you find yourself in, that recovery is a possibility. Yeah. That bounce back is a possibility. Yeah. That comeback is a part of something you can have. That's right. Because if the truth be told, there's some people that went through some things in 2019 that didn't bounce back. There's some things that people went through and they didn't recover from. Wow. So we love hearing recovering stories. Mm-hmm. We love knowing that a chance at life again is a possibility. Mm-hmm. And so it is in our text tonight. There's a man that has been offered one of the greatest comeback opportunities that had ever been offered. He gets to experience life again. Where we are in our text, we know that there is a man that is struggling. Life has turned for him in a negative way. The Bible does not tell us what happened to this man, whose name is Lazarus, who dwelt in Bethany. But the Bible does say, at this particular part in our text, that obviously he was given up by the doctors. And at this point, he has died. Lazarus is now dead. And people are disturbed because Lazarus was a good man. Lazarus was a man that was well liked by people. Lazarus lived with his sisters, Mary and Martha. And Lazarus' home was the home that hosted many individuals, including Jesus. Mm-hmm. Jesus would frequent Mary, Martha, and Lazarus' home. Mm-hmm. They were believers in Jesus Christ, and yet stuff hit their house. Mm-hmm. Now you find Mary and Martha at this point a little annoyed at Jesus. I'm going to ask a bold question. Have you ever been annoyed at Jesus? Yeah. Now the reason they are annoyed is because when he first fell ill, and they were trying to discover the source of his issue with no progress, they sent for Jesus. Mm-hmm. They even tagged in Jesus, he's the man you love. Yeah. And Jesus did not come while Lazarus was sick. He didn't come when the funeral announcement was made. He didn't show up until later. Mary's agitated. Martha's frustrated. Jesus arrives after Lazarus has been buried. Lord Jesus. Now, the interesting thing is, back in that time, they would believe that when you die, the spirit would hover over you, decide whether they wanted to re-enter your body or not. That would happen for 3 days. But by that 4th day, it was a wrap. There was no return. Isn't it amazing that Jesus shows up Jesus happy. They said, out. Now you show up. Now you come when the table's spread. People eating, talking about what a good man Lazarus was. Some of them asking us, where was your Jesus? Y'all couldn't reach it? You sure he got the message? Because seemed like if your Jesus loved Lazarus, like y'all say, he loved Lazarus. And y'all say he a healer, right? So he could have stopped this, and he didn't. Y'all sure y'all gonna keep following that Jesus? So Mary has to deal with the challenge in her faith. And she has to deal with the words of the naysayers. Martha has to struggle with, God, are you really able? And deal with those who say it can't be done. Well, since Jesus is here, he might as well do what Jesus does when he shows up on the scene. See, he does not come to address your whining. He does not come to address your complaining. But he does come to act on your behalf. He says, but what I need you to understand is what I'm really capable of. See, you've known me to a certain degree. But in this new dispensation, I don't want you to hold me to my past miracles. I want you to know that I am God. And I can do anything. So you all have enough to believe for 3 days. But I have enough in me to raise those from the dead whenever I choose to. So he relates this to Martha, and he says, I'm the resurrection, I told you. She said, Jesus, I know he gonna raise on that great day. I know then. He said, what you don't understand is that then has come to your now. I know you waiting in there for that great day. But the great day is here right now. And if thou canst believe, all things are possible. He says, Father, thank you because you hear me. I just need this demonstration for the people. I don't have no problem because I know you heard me on my way. But there's some people here that have already determined that they know how this is ending. There are some people already crying because they believe it's over. I just need you to be God. He says, this is what I want you all to do. I've got 3 commands for you, and then I'm up out of here. Because again, remember, Jesus wasn't there trying to, go through changes with them. He said, y'all want to keep tripping, you keep tripping. But since I'm here, I might as well make believers out of you. So he says 3 things I need you to do, and you can put those on the screen. He says, number 1, I need you to roll away the stone. Number 2, I need Lazarus, you to come forward. And number 3, I need you to loose him and let him go. Now, they had problem with number 1. Because why would you move a stone for somebody who is certain to be dead? Why would you move a stone for somebody that stinks? Why would you move a stone? Because moving a stone would indicate that you still believe that there's something possible.
That's good. That's good.
Stone means that it's cut off, that I'm done. He said, this demonstration, again, is not for me, it's for you. Lazarus' story is not just about Lazarus, but it's about some Lazarus and some Lazarettes that have already determined that
That's right. That's right.
You your own problem. You told yourself it was over. You made a conclusion based on the facts you had. Because when somebody did this last time, their result is that it was over. God said, I'm not looking to operate in your life like I did in their life. I'm looking to give you your own experience. But if you can trust me beyond a storm, if you can trust me beyond a broken heart, if you can trust me beyond financial difficulty, if you can trust me beyond depression, if you can trust me beyond heartbreak, if you can see beyond the storm, there's some things that I have in store. He said, but you got to roll this away. You got to move it from the entrance. Because as long as it's in place, it has power. You can't live freely until you're set free. We're trying to live free, and we still bound. Jesus came to set the captive free. He said, but you're going to participate in your own deliverance. If I'm going to raise you, at least you can move the stone. If I'm going to bring you out, at least you can forgive. If I'm going to make everything all right, at least you can love, even if you got to love the hell out of people. If I'm going to bring you out, at least you can do what physical man tried to tell you can't do. He said, I didn't come to chisel stone. I came to raise the dead. See, we want Jesus to chisel the stone. Lord, just touch me because it's so deep. He said, you have your own inner circle. Dig it out yourself. This year, God is not going to accommodate your condition to keep you in this negative place. But he will accommodate your condition to move you to the next place. He said, so this year, you're going to get all that stuff out of the way. All of that bitterness. All of that, I've been embarrassed. God, I've been disappointed. God, I lost my job. God, I did. Although those things were real, those things don't make you stop. All because those things happen, they do not cancel God's promise. And so he says, I want you to move the stone away. I need you to get rid of every negative thing that happened to you in 2019. Don't you cause it to trespass into 2020. That when you lift your hands, you let it go. Because I'm not authorizing anything that's not connected to your destiny. If you bring it, you're going to smother it in. Because I'm not going to let you walk in with stuff that will destroy what I'm trying to do on the next level in your life. Tell your neighbor, let it go, let it go, let it go. And don't treat it like we do on airplanes. You know, we try to sneak stuff in. I tried to take some 3-ounce fluid or whatever and squeeze it into the fluid appropriate bottle. But the problem was it was too much. It kept coming out. And the man said, ma'am, the bottle is appropriate, but the stuff in it is too much for what you've been allowed to carry. Some of y'all gonna try to carry your cousins, but they're too much. Some of y'all gonna try to carry a job, but it's too much. Some of y'all gonna try to carry some opportunities, but it's too much. I know it look like it's God, but it keeps bubbling out the top. Because it's not ordained to go with you to the next place. He says, so get rid of the stones, the stony hearts, the stony conversation. Get rid of it. Let it go. No more excuses. Basically, Jesus would say, y'all want the boy to live or not? That's how he gonna talk to us in 2020. You want this blessing or not? You want this healing or not? Oh, Lord. He said, don't you sing me another song. Just move the stone. He said, because I need you to get to, hear this, even now.
Yeah. Come on.
It's exhausted everything I know. But even now. God said, you're going to spend much of 2020 in even now. You're going to go through some heartbreaking situations, but he's a heart mender. See, you're trying to run from heartbreak. The heart mender is already ready. He said, so if you know even now. So stone is moved away. People are now like, yeah, move the stone. Go on, move the stone. Jesus here now, move the stone.
Yeah.
Now here was the next part. He said, Lazarus, come forth. Here was the challenge. Lazarus had gotten used to the tomb.
Come on.
Here's what I love about this. Now he was supposed to come when I just did this Lazarus. But he heard me when I was reading the word. Here's the deal. I had it staged, but what I didn't count on was the power of the word. So even when you're not ready, the word is power all by itself. So at the midnight that he heard it, he didn't get his cue, but he heard the word. You may not get a cue, but if you hear the word, you just step in it. He said, now that I got people to get rid of that stone, now I got to work on Lazarus' mind. Because Lazarus stayed in the tomb long enough to get comfortable. Lazarus is now being a product of his environment. Lazarus has been there long enough to stink. Lazarus has been there long enough to be deteriorated. Now the cool thing about Jesus is that he sent his word before he arrived. Everything that was trying to take over had to stop. So even though Lazarus was positioned in there for 4 days, he didn't smell like it. Some of y'all, I know you've been through some bad stuff, but take a whiff. You don't smell like it. God has kept you from being affected by the elements of your situation. And I know I should be stinking, but I don't smell like what I've been through. I know I should be bitter, but I don't respond based on what I've been through. I know I shouldn't be as happy, but I serve a God who changes. Because they said by now he's stank. Jesus said, don't you worry about that. You don't got that.
Mercy.
Y'all stay over there with that stomach. Lazarus, don't you let death keep you.
All right. Come on. Come on.
I just stopped by here to tell you. Don't you let characteristics of death keep you. Because death doesn't just occur when people are buried. There are people 25, 35, 45 that died 20 years ago. They just didn't get buried. They are existing, but they are not living. He said, so Lazarus, I'm not just going to bring you out. I want everything about you to come out. I need your mind to be reintroduced to living. I need your limbs to be introduced to living. I need your heart to be introduced to living. In this season, God is going to reintroduce you to life. He's going to breathe life back into your dreams. He's going to breathe life back into your heart. He's going to bring life back into your mind. He said, Lazarus, get it together. Because I ain't going to let you just hobble out of here and you're not ready. Get ready. I need you to brush off that stuff that's stinking. I need you to brush off that stuff that's not productive. Lazarus! And the Bible lets you know that because he was the resurrection, if he'd have just said, come forth, everything would have came forth. But you knew why he called Lazarus' name? Because he wanted him to know, he knows my name. See, because sometimes you think you're going through a thing and nobody knows, but he'll call your name. He'll say, Lazarus, he knows my name. He said, Lazarus, yeah, I'll take care of everybody else later, but I need you to know I came for you. Why don't you tell your neighbor he came for you? He said, Lazarus, come forth. Now, before Lazarus got sick, Lazarus was running and jumping and skipping. And they dressed him based on his condition. They dressed him based on his situation. Now, isn't it amazing that God would ask him to come when he knew he was bound? Why would he ask Lazarus to come when he knew he was bound? Now, some of our reply would have been, I love to, Jesus, but I'm tied up. Can you come get me? But when you want it bad enough, you refuse to be restricted by what you're in, because you're here what you're going to. Lazarus may have been bound, but it'll tell you when you're wrapping them, they never wrap the feet because they never planned on them going anywhere. They were wrapped dead. It was just to keep, to hold it down a little bit. But they left his feet out.
Come on.
God said, I know you don't have it all together, but can you just use what you got? That's why he didn't say, Lazarus, raise your hand. He didn't say, Lazarus, do something you couldn't do. He said, Lazarus, just come. Now, if you notice, he came, but he came slow. Don't get upset just because the coming is slow. Be so engaged in the fact that you're coming. Because everybody's come forth may be at a different pace. But when he says, come, at thy word. So he came forth. Now he had to work his way through all the darkness just to get to the light. He had to follow the sound of God's voice, even when he couldn't see him. In this season, God is not going to always show you him, but he will let you hear his voice. He said, and if you hearken unto the voice of the Lord. Lazarus heard, Lazarus, come forth. Now I love it that God didn't say it in a question. He says, you have no choice. Because I'm on the scene. Death cannot stay where life is. So I need you to get in alignment with the plan. Tell your neighbor, get rid of your tomb. This is not tomb season. This is not dead season. This is not last season.
Thank you,
The man there, and I was talking to him, and he said, well, and we were talking about moving forward and doing all this, and I said, well, what you gonna do today? He said, well, I'm gonna go back and talk to my old girlfriend. We did all this talking today about moving forward, and the best you can come up with is to go see your old girlfriend, because we had a new conversation with an old man. It's not that you're not talking, you gotta figure out what you're talking to. Because if you're still in the old mind, help me to save my new breath. Because so a man thinketh, so is he. And I can't want better for you more than you want it for you. He said, Lazarus, I got life out here, but do you want it? Lazarus said, I believe I do. I believe I do. I believe I do. Lazarus hopped his hips on out there too. Tell your neighbor, hop your hips on out there too. Wow, in this season. And when Lazarus came down, and made it to the front. Now, Lazarus, you didn't go to sleep on me, did you? Well, I said, no. I'm waiting for the third instruction. Because since you got me here, I know you're not just going to leave me like this. I just came to give you some good news and I'm about to get up out of here. He wouldn't bring you out just to leave you like that. He wouldn't bring you this far just to leave you like that. Remember I said at the beginning, he came to set the captive free. And if you're bound, he came for you. If you're sad, he came for you. If you're confused, he came for you. If you're sick, he came for you. He came for the captive to be set free. He says, so I got the stone. I got him. Lazarus, come on now. He said, now, for all you doubters
Come on.
that didn't think this could happen, get yourself over here. Because what you put on them, you're going to take off of them. The stuff people put on you, God gonna make them take it off. The people that said you wasn't gonna make it, they gonna testify that you're making it. He said, loose it. I could, but I'm not. I could let him shake it off what he wants. But you put your hands on him the first time. You're gonna put your hands on him in reverse this time. He said, poverty that jumped on you, it's gonna loose you and let you go. Disappointment that jumped on you, it's going to loose you and let you go. He says, so, loosen. I need a couple of loose. Come on, D. Help me. Help me, a couple of people. He said, because Lazarus has some living to do. Yeah. Lazarus has some dinners he needs to attend. Lazarus has some parties he needs to go to. Lazarus has some people he needs to meet. Lazarus. See, that's when he started feeling that life. He said, oh yeah, let your boy go. Oh yeah. Can I challenge you to get your dance back? I know you've been to hell and things, but get your dance back. Why God's making them let you go? Start dancing, start declaring, start claiming, start speaking. I've got some living to do. He said, loosen and let him go. Start loosening. Start letting him go. Start taking it off of him. That belongs to a dead man. That belongs to a sick man. That belongs to a destitute man. But I've got living on my mind. I've got living on my mind. Living on my mind. Tell your neighbor, I've got living on my mind. And this way, and that way. He said, I'm on my way. You saw me then, but how do you like me now? I know you were there when it was falling apart, but how do you like me now? Tell your enemy, how do you like me now? Lord, lose him. And that's why in the 12th chapter, and I'm done tonight. He says, the people met Jesus at a luncheon. They came to see Jesus, but they also came to put their eyes on a man who once was dead, but living. Who once was dead past the time a man should be able to be raised from the dead, and he's still living. Jesus, you're amazing. But we really came to see Lazarus. Can I tell you there's some people that's going to come to your job? You think they there to see the supervisor, but they really stopping on your floor because they heard about the trouble you were going through, but they also heard that you came out of it. And they say, surely they didn't come out of it. So before I get to the 10th floor, I gotta stop on the 5th floor. I need to see this woman they talking about. Because the last I heard, she lost her job. The last I heard, he was sick. But somebody say they saw him shouting. Somebody say they saw him running. Somebody say they saw him praising. I just need to see for myself in this season. That's why I say living your best life. Look good. Since they come, slap your neighbor and say, this is going to be the season of show and tell. Y'all know when you were going to school and they had show and tell and your children came home saying, Mama, I need something good to take to school. Because we going to get up and present it to the class and we got to talk about it. They didn't want no old shoe. They didn't want no bag of sugar. They wanted something that was worth talking about. They wanted something that was worth looking at. They wanted something that was worth celebrating. They wanted something that was worth bragging on. I know it's been a little rough in your life sometimes. I know you've been through some things, but God's getting ready to put you on display. God's getting ready to show you off to the world. He's not going to get some just in him. He's going to bring you up here. He said, look at my child. Don't they look good? Look at them. I'm not even finished, but don't they look good? That's some good stuff right here. Because they've been through the fire. They've been through the flood. They've been through the rain. But look at them now. God is getting ready to display you in this season. Stop dealing with dead stuff.
Amen.
I speak that in the Holy Ghost tonight. Stop dealing with dead stuff.
Thank you, Jesus.
Get dead up off you so you can hear the voice of God. And when he says come,
Lord Jesus.
just come.
Amen. Amen.
Because with coming comes a loosing. And then 12th chapter, you get to sit at the house living your best life. Read the text. They say, boy was sitting at the table chilling. He was having a good part. They say, you need something else? He said, fill her up again. He said, because I'm living my best life. Sometimes you don't know how good it's going to be until you die. Sometimes you don't know how good it can be until you allow the process and then allow God to bless you in spite of. He said, I take you to your next dimension. I need you to be a demonstration of what I can do. Tonight, this message is for kingdom. Be willing to be the demonstration to what God can do. Please, I say this in all humility, but one of the people that did me wrong saw me in the store when I was living my best life. She said, oh my God, you look amazing. I said, say it again. And go tell everybody else that what you used to stop her only made her better. And if you can't handle this, you're going to be messed up when it's over. If you can't handle my right now, you ain't going to be able to move with me when God gets through. Tell your neighbor, if you can't handle this, you're going to be in trouble. Because it only gets better from here. Since you be seat. I'm done. Let me help you because I don't know about Lily. She thinks she's cute. Well, no, let me help you with that. Yes. Because humility does not mean denial. I've been eating lettuce just to come out here and tell y'all, no, really? Yeah. But can I tell you, it has nothing to do with the outside. It has everything to do with not keeping dead behavior. See, some people in this room, you suffered embarrassment. You suffered rejection. You cried till you couldn't cry anymore. You had people promise you things and not deliver. Come here, David. I wish she was still right there. You felt dead. You were done. People told you it was over. Yes. Everybody but Lazarus started repeating what the doctor said. They kept saying, it's over, it's over, it's over. Yes. Their faith was only based in Jesus' arrival. Wow. Not his power. Yes. Because when you understand his power, it don't matter when he gets there. Yes. Whenever he gets there, it's the right time. He said, Martha, I had to get y'all to the even now. Can I tell you some of the things you went through in your life was just so you could testify to people on another level? Because God said you only reaching people at a certain, because if you've always had a thing a certain way, you don't know how it feels not to have it. And to have God bring you out. When you have that experience, or to have cancer and the doctor say you're not going to live, and you live anyway, the devil come at you, you're like, boy, bye. I've been through too much. And the key word is through. Said that the other Sunday, God is the God of a round trip ticket. People say, I done been to hell. Finish it in there. He don't leave you in hell. When Jesus died, Jesus went to hell and back. He said, you always been scheduled for the return flight.
Mercy, Lord.
He said, that's what I need you to know. I need you to, in this season, act like you know. Yeah. He said, Martha, I loved him so much that I let him die and be buried and then come. Because I don't want you to be limited in what you know about me. You know, I love the old church because that's how I was raised. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like the old church. But they used to sing a song. What do you know about Jesus? He's all right. That was good. But I need a little more than he's all right. And then they start expanding that he's a doctor in the sick room and a lawyer in the car. I said, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to need you to get some definition of what it is. He said, that's what I need you to know. Not that I'm just all right. I'm whatever you need me to be. So even when other people give up on you, everybody out there looking on Lazarus had already given up. Here's when the big challenge came. When his sisters, who were close to him and Jesus, no longer believed. How do I know they didn't believe? Because they declared he stinks. If they still believed, they would have just said, now Jesus, now you know the song, I mean really. But they had already given into previous conclusions. God said, not in this season. Do not yield to previous conclusions. In this ministry throughout, we've been overriding conclusions. People say you can't get along, you're not 5 years old. Got it anyway. God said, this is your anyway season. People say, well, you can't do this because you can't do did it anyway. People say, we can't help you with a few thousand God gave over an abundance in thousands. He said, if I can't believe. This is to speak to your belief system. Do you have enough faith to roll away the stone? Do you have enough faith to give up your tone living? To hop your way to the forefront. I want to pray in this house today because today will not just be another New Year's service. That was fun. That was cute. We done high five, we danced, and you still bound?
Lord Jesus.
Oh, today, stuff gonna loose you.
Thank you, Lord.
And let you live.
Amen. Amen.
Because the goal is not just to let you go. It's to let you live. I just want to see if I'm in the room if somebody says, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to live. Anybody tired of that stuff? I'm ready to live. Even if it's been good, anybody just tired of half living? I want it all. This is your time. You have permission to be greedy. Say, I want it all. Lazarus just didn't want that day. He wanted the days after that day. He said, this is the season to get your stuff. Because if you want it, you can have it. He can give me one more quick illustration. Give me one more. I just need you to go around, kind of duck under the camera. And say, go back to that door. And I don't care what I say, don't come out. Do not let God do this year. Lazarus, come. Lazarus, come. Lazarus, you better get out of there. And let God lead with everything He was trying to give you. Just because you couldn't shake the tone. I'm preaching in the Holy Ghost in here. This is torn, shaken season. Situations, let it go. People, let it go. Okay, Big, now you back to obeying. Lazarus, come forth. He said, now that I have you where I want you, let me bless you. Because let me give you your encouragement for the night. God wants to bless you. You are on His mind. He's seated saying, what can we do for them today? Because He wants to give you exceeding abundantly above all you can ask or think. He wants to make you the head and not the tail. He wants you to be the lender and not the borrower. He wants you to be well. He wants you to be good. He wants to bless you. But He can't bless you if you won't shake the tree. I want to pray in this house today that from this night forward, you don't have to wait till midnight. Trying to sit up till 12. I shake it now. Let it go now. You can go into 2023. You can go into 2020 in a place where you want to be. You know, when God gave me this, I fell on my face. And I said, I release everything, everybody, every situation, every circumstance. It belongs in the tube. I got myself wrapped in the towel and I unwrapped my own self. I said, you gonna loose me and you gonna let me go. Because I thought I was doing pretty good. But the old saints used to tell me, pray if you find anything that should not be. Take it out and strengthen me. I want to be right. I want to be saved. I want to be whole. I want to live my best life now. So in this house, let's go sing. Y'all know I'm a Pentecostal preacher. This is my third close, Jeff. It's my third one. I'm done for real. My goal was not to shout you. My goal was to call you
Yes.
to come forth.
Yes.
So that the things that had you down would let you go. I pray for the minds in this room. I pray for the hearts in this room. I pray for the spirits in this room. I pray for the capacity in this room. I'm telling you, because this is going to be a mind-blowing season. You're getting ready to see things you've never seen. But you have to be able to handle it. See, we pray for the things and not the ability to handle it. Tonight, I pray for your ability to hold it and handle it. Up, hands up all over the place. Wave at me if you say, Pastor Sheryl, that was for me. Prophesy over your life with your hands lifted and say, no more shall I be held hostage by the tomb. I'm coming forth and I will live. Father, just like that, thank you for you heard what we said and what we declared. You said when we decree a thing, it shall be established. And so we speak over our lives. And we declare that our best life is ahead. We're ready. We're recovering. We're good to go. In Jesus' name. Now lift those hands. And for the next minute, let God complete the recovery process. Yeah, that stuff. That thing you don't talk about, that thing. That thing you bury, that thing. The recovery process. You're in the recovery room. Your recovery process. Yeah, I'm healing from that. Yeah, I'm moving from that. Oh, because what God has is so much better. It's so much better. So, Father, with our hands lifted, we're in recovery. I see some tears flowing in this house. God said, release it, let it go. That's done. That's done. It's over. Come on, prophesy to your own self. It's over. It's over. It's over. I know you've been dealing with it for years, but it's over. I know it hurt you to your core, but it's over. It's over. It's over. I know it's been lingering for a while, but it's over. God said, I replaced those curses with blessings. It's over. It's over. It's over. The stone rolled away. Nothing separating you from coming forth. Because when you trust me enough to come, I move on your behalf. And tonight, it's settled. Old accounts are settled. All accounts are settled. In the name of Jesus. And we move forward now. And I decree and I declare that everything that's attached to your destiny finds you where you are and ushers you to the next dimension that God has for you. In the words of Bishop Jake, get ready, get ready, get ready. Now praise God for your next. This is for my next. This is for my next. I shall live. I shall live. I shall live. Somebody shall live. And it is so. You say, Pastor Sheryl, just like that, just like that. It is so. Can you embrace somebody? Can you love them and say, we shall live? Yeah, we living our best life. Put that in your atmosphere. I see some of y'all getting your phones out. Take your selfie. We living our best life. Oh, don't get it twisted. We living our best life. That old stuff, that stuff is back there. We living out there. It's like, whatever it takes, whatever I have to do, and I got to hop my way out. When he said, call your girl coming. When he said, call your boy coming. I'm on my way to living. My best life. And it is so. In Jesus' name. Tell your neighbor, that was good. Oh, that was good right there. That was good right there. Because the devil thought he had us. Not this year. It ain't gonna go like that. Grab the hand of the person beside you. Speak life into them. Because one of the best signs of a living person is that you can speak life into somebody else. Not just for you, it's for them. Come on, 30 seconds, speak life into the next person. Come on, speak over them. You don't have to know them. Speak health, speak wealth, speak next dimension. Speak supernatural intervention. Speak miracles. Speak blessing. Plead the blood. Oh yeah, he's gonna do that new thing. Eyes have not seen. Ears have not heard. All the things that God has in store. The hand you're holding. In the name of Jesus. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go to God for them. In the name of Jesus. Yes, God. Yes, God. Now, would you end it with this and tell him I touch and agree that what God said about your life shall. Come on, say it hard. Don't give it any choice. Shall come to pass. And when it happens, just know the Lord has done it again. Oh, yeah. Has done it again. I want you to get used to that. I need you to write that. I need you to have that everywhere you go. Expecting to say, the Lord has done it again. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, the Lord has done it again. Testify again. The Lord has done it again. Tell your neighbor, just practice it, just practice it, just practice it, just practice it, just practice it. Because I will say it more this year, the Lord has done it again. Lift those hands and I'm done and we're going to see we're out. Because I need you to receive him doing it again.
Yeah.
Come on, turn that hand in that receiving position. God, I receive. This year I receive. See, there's no looking back. We're moving ahead. There's some great things in store. I speak to your family, it's blessed. I speak to your business, it's blessed. I speak to doors being opened, ways being made. I prophesy in this house that you will live your best life. I pray that you are suited and booted. I pray that the enemy will not destroy you. The enemy will not take you down. That you will live and not die. In the name of Jesus. Oh, I love that response right there. I receive. I need some receivers in the house. I receive. 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 Father, thank you for this time. Thank you for your anointing. Thank you for your presence. Thank you that tomb is behind us. Living is in front of us. Thank you that what had us bound had to to loose us and let us go. We will not go back to that place, but we move ahead. Thank you that our ladder is greater, and we will proclaim the goodness of the Lord. Can I pray this as I just feel that some of you all have been battling seriously with depression? God said that thing is off of you today. It's off of you today. I'm feeling heavy on me. It's off of you today. If you're not ashamed, honey, it don't matter what else. Lift your hands and get your stuff. I find it today. It comes off of you today. Not another day when you struggle with it in the name of Jesus. Loose, 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 loose in the name of Jesus. Now receive peace of mind. Pull it into you, pull it into you. Pull in peace of mind. Pull in God's vision of you. Pull in what He has for you. Because tonight, that's over. And I breathe new life into you. Receive that in this house tonight. New life. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Would you give me 30 seconds and just worship Him right there? Just worship Him right there. Oh, because I ain't come to play with the devil. Freedom is in this house. In the name of Jesus. Yes. We worship you, King of Kings. Father, thank you that the work you started tonight, you shall complete. In Jesus' name. Amen. Now speak to your future. Just say it's all good. Come on, clap those hands. It's time to see. Amen. In the house of the Lord. If you're glad you came, say yeah. It is seed time in the house of the Lord. Amen. Amen. Blessings to you. Life-changing experience today.